I watched another movie as well on the new one on Netflix starring Jake Gyllenhaal called The Guilty. Have you
Mm.
had a chance to sort of check it out or see the trailers or anything?
I flicked the trailer, but yeah, I don't really recall much from it. But I did flick through the trailer and have a look. But it is another one that I reckon I probably have to take a little bit of time to work my way through. I reckon.
Yep. So it's a remake of a 2018 Danish movie, and it's about a police officer that gets basically put on desk duty in the 911 call center. So they've
Mm.
taken him off the streets and they put him on the 911 dispatch desk, and he's just answering all the emergency calls that come through, which that has to be the hardest job in the world, I think.
Mm.
But one of the calls he gets is from a woman who is saying that she's been kidnapped, and then it follows him on that single morning period where he's trying to find this lady and help her out, and it focuses purely on Jake Gyllenhaal's character. So you never see cutaways to her being kidnapped or what's going on
Mm.
at her end. It's all about him and how he's dealing with
His journey.
her over the phone, and then the police dispatch over the phone, and other officers and everything trying to just solve this problem.
Mm. Yeah, but
Uh,
do you
so
end up seeing? Do you end up seeing her?
no, you just all Jake Gyllenhaal and like the other various call center people in the same room
Mm.
as him. So it's basically all in this one room. It's
Mm.
like a really stressful watch. It just builds up the tension the entire
Yeah.
time of like, oh my god, is this lady going to get out of this? And then,
I hate some of that. Sometimes that really does my head in because I get overly stressed about it and then I start to overthink it.
yep,
I did
yeah,
it. What was the one that drove me insane actually? When you started saying about Gyllenhaal and then focusing on him was it Buried with Ryan Reynolds, where he was
oh yeah,
literally in a coffin. The whole film was him in a coffin in the ground, and then he just dies, and that was it.
yep, yeah.
And I
So
was
it's
just like,
very
"What happened?"
very similar to that, where you just follow him this whole time in this call center, and he's talking to her, then he's talking to her kids at home, then he's talking to like the person that's kidnapped her, then
Did
he's
they get her
talking
at
to
the
the
end, or
police dispatch. Spoiler, sort of. There's a massive twist at the end which I don't want to sort of give away, but the twist, I was like, whoa, like mind blowing twist at the end where I wasn't seeing it go that way at all,
okay? Okay, now I'm interested.
which is
Now
cool.
I'm trying
I
to
do
think out
like
what
when
the
they do
twist
that.
could be.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away because I
Yeah,
think
I'm
that's
trying to think
the
out what it.
the best part of this movie. Like it builds and builds and builds this tension, and then it goes twist. We're going this way now. And you're like,
I
oh,
do like
hang on
twisty
now.
movies because I always try and solve a movie before it gets to the end, so it'll be good.
Yep, I didn't see this twist coming at all.
All right, well
Uh,
I'll be on that one now.
and yeah, like I was saying, like I think being in like the emergency, like the triple O or the 911 call center, that's got to be such a hard job. Like not
A bit
only do you sort
mental.
of deal with the stresses of hearing people in their like worst moments, like life and
Mm.
death situations, but you also get the people that call for totally unnecessary things, and you have to deal with that. Then you get
The aggressive people.
then you just get the people that are just abusive, and it's like,
Mm.
I'm just trying to help you. What are you doing?
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't envy those people. I reckon. There's another show on. I think it's. I don't know which. I've got so many bloody Netflix, Disney Plus things. I don't know which one it's on, but it was 911 Lone Star. Ron's been heaps
Yep.
into it.
Yep.
I watched I watched the whole first lot of it, and then I was watching when they had to transfer everyone as well. It's one of those shows like it's got every single piece of inclusivity in it, but they do a lot of call center moments in it too, and the whole like the way they go through it and that. And you'd have to have debriefing weekly, I reckon, counselling weekly if you worked in a position like that.
Yeah, because you'd hear some horrible things, and then
Mm.
like I guess you sometimes you don't even get like closure either. Like you
No.
just you do your part. You assign the ambulance or the police, and then that's it. Then you're on to the next call. It's like I don't even.
Yeah,
I
and
want to
they've
know
got like
like what
you know,
happened to these people.
what if like advice you gave led to the worst case scenario, someone dying or something like that. Imagine that.
Yep. Yeah,
Or
it'd be such a
you
hard
weren't
job.
quick enough to connect, or yeah, that'd be crazy.
And then I sort of found out that this movie was filmed during the COVID pandemic in 11 days.
11 days.
Yep, they did the whole movie
I'm
in 11 days. Like
not a
insane.
movie buff, but that's pretty quick.
That's super quick.
Yeah.
That's insanely quick. I think because it pretty much is Jake Gyllenhaal, and then I think the other people involved on the phones would have just been audio recordings, so they could
Yeah.
be done really quickly. And then I think there's about 5 other people in the call center room with him. It's not a huge cast, but
Wouldn't have, I mean, probably wouldn't have cost a whole lot either, too, with that smaller cast. And
no, I'd say Jake was the biggest outlay on the money there. And just to add an extra wrinkle into let's try and film a movie in 11 days, the director was listed as a close contact of a positive COVID case. So had to direct the entire movie from his trailer using like a Zoom call.
That's so hard.
And
that's the worst thing about my job at the moment, like not the swim coaching one, but the school teaching one. This everything online is so hard to, not so much to deliver, but to get any form of engagement from the kids,
yeah,
like I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to direct a movie from those conditions.
oh yeah, like, when I read that, I was like, wow, for this movie to be as good as it is with the director not being able to be on the set and like give real quick face to face, like, hey, just maybe move like this or do this, and I was like, yeah, they did a really good job. I think it's worth
And like
checking out,
delays that come between it.
especially yeah, it's on Netflix, it's free. Like, I think it's worth checking out. But yeah, just
100%,
be prepared that it's all in one room. Like, you're not going to see big action sequences of, oh, here's the kidnapping or here's what's happening with her at that time.
Yeah, but those cryptic ones can be good too. As long as it doesn't finish like Barry did. I was left wondering what I did with the last 2.5 hours of my life after that, because I was so expecting him to be found and dug out.
Yep. Yeah, the ending of this one is a bit flat, but I think the twist was enough to make it worth the investment.